Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. It's episode 206. We're the Cooper Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
I am Dave.
And I'm wearing a Jonas Brothers hoodie. And I just realized, as I said, I'm Joe. I put my hand over Joe's face.
That's who you are, Joe. That's over your heart, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. Perfect.
Good old Joe Jonas.
You have Joe Jonas in your heart.
Yeah, always, dude. Always.
This episode is brought to you by Perry's Ice Cream.
Is that full?
No.
Okay.
Just destroyed it.
Oh, nice. But is it like still cold?
Yeah, I think so.
You're not worried about like condensation getting on those papers?
No.
Okay.
I mean, now that you say it,
How much was in there when you slammed that ice cream?
Oh, not much. There was like,
okay.
There's a chunk of peanut butter in here though.
Oh yeah.
That doesn't appetize me at all. Because it's just like it was just dead center. And so it's like you couldn't, probably if I actually scooped it out with like a ice cream scooper,
yeah,
then it probably would have been fine. But I was eating straight out of here.
Like, scoop ice cream well.
I think I get pretty good at it.
You think you could get pretty good at it, or you think you are pretty good at it?
Pretty good at it with the one that we have, the one that like cuts through like butter.
Yeah, because it like warms the ice cream. It doesn't warm the ice cream. It's got water in it.
It's like an ice cream skating on, or it's like an ice skate skating on ice.
Yeah.
Just kind of slices it right through that.
It's pretty nice. Yeah. I'm not good at scooping ice cream. There's like a method to it. You're supposed to you can't just go straight through, because then you just get like a ribbon. You got to
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I guess I
round it out. You're supposed to round out a little ball, and then you plop it in, and
I guess I get a ribbon.
Yeah, it's like one of those things I've always wanted to be good at, but I never have been.
Who needs to be good at that?
Probably
as long as it gets in my mouth.
Like ice cream shops need to
be but see, I say the same thing every time. Okay.
Okay.
As long as it tastes good.
Let it be known, I've never heard Dave say this before.
Oh, you've probably heard me say it, because you know how like in restaurants it's like presentation.
Yeah.
And it looks all. And if you ever seen the movie Burnt, that's on Netflix, nope. 2015. Whatever his name, Bradley Cooper.
Brad Cooper. That's who's a chef, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like they have these dishes that have like 4 things on them.
Right.
And it's just like empty plate. I'm like, bro, I don't care about how it looks.
Yeah, I care about how it tastes.
Care about how it tastes. And am I going to be satisfied, like full?
Yeah.
After this. So it's like, if you give me ice cream and it's not perfectly round,
but it tastes good, you're never going to be full after eating ice cream. Let's put that out there right now.
I beg to differ.
You're full right now?
I really don't feel like eating anything else right now.
Oh.
But I'm sure that'll go away.
I mean, ice cream does sit pretty heavy. It's dairy, so.
Yeah. This is frozen yogurt, actually.
Soup before we recorded this.
What is with you in eating that much soup?
I made chicken noodle soup, Dave. You're not going to have one bowl of soup.
Sure you are.
When Dad makes soup, when have you ever had just one bowl of it? You don't go for seconds? Bullshit.
No.
That's a fucking lie, and you know it.
No. Same with chili. I usually just have one bowl of chili. One bowl of stew.
Filling. Chili and stew are more filling than a chicken noodle soup.
No.
I had 3 bowls. Like
the regular Lipton chicken noodle soup packets.
Yeah.
I would
freeze-dried chicken noodle soup.
I would make that whole thing.
Yeah.
And I would fill it, it's too much to put in one bowl.
Unless you get a big bowl, correct, yes.
Unless you get a big bowl. Even then, I might not even all fit. But if it does, then there's my bowl. Might not even all fit.
I couldn't understand you. Like, might not even all fit. I'm like, might need a what?
Might not even all fit.
Yeah.
I don't know, one bowl. That's all I need.
If I'm making like a pack of chicken noodle soup or like a can of chicken noodle soup, I'll eat one serving, one bowl. But like, if I've made chicken noodle soup like I did last week.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you had 5 last podcast.
I didn't have 5.
You
I've
said
had
5.
I may have had 5.
You
Well,
literally
now
like,
I've
oh,
had
I had
3.
It's like, dude, chill.
I'm the only one eating this fucking soup. I got to get through it one way or another. If I don't eat it all, it's going to go bad. And if I just eat one bowl of soup a day, first of all, I'm going to be sick of soup.
But having
Second of
5
all-
in one sitting.
Second of all, it's going to last me. I'll have soup till the end of the year.
Well, why'd you make that much soup though?
Well, because at the time I was craving a lot of soup.
It's not wool.
Well, at the time, I was craving a lot of soup. And also the chicken I bought was a small chicken. So I was like, let me buy 2. And I was like, if I'm buying 2 chickens, I might as well just double the recipe of everything.
But if you would have just bought 1 chicken,
If I would have bought 1 chicken, I probably still would have made the same amount of soup, but it would have just had less chicken in it.
that's just dumb.
But now every bite I have has a good helping of chicken, which is what I want in a chicken noodle soup. Also, look at how broad my shoulders look right now.
Yeah. You literally look fake. Look like you were wearing a fucking football.
Like pads
Pads.
underneath. Yes. Sorry about that. It's the hoodie, you know?
I went to the gym today.
Yeah. Got
Excuse-
a little yoked.
Excuse me.
No, I don't know. Like I
Yeah,
ate
it is what
5
it
bowls.
is.
I ate 5 bowls last week. I ate 3 bowls today.
Next week I'll have 1. Then it'll be gone.
That's the plan. I'm gonna probably have another bowl of soup after we record. Because it's the only thing I'm eating today, right? Like I watched a whole movie and I ate during the movie, I ate 3 bowls of soup.
What'd you watch?
Death on the Nile. Because last night I watched Murder on the Orient Express. Great movie.
You gonna watch the
Haunting in Venice.
no.
Well, it's
You gonna watch the
it's just the 3rd movie of his.
freaking murder mystery stuff and the Glass Onion, whatever those movies are called,
Knives Out.
Knives Out, and then Clue. Now,
Maybe. I
See-
don't know. Why? Why are you tagging me, dude?
I'm not attacking. I'm
What's
just
wrong with the
saying.
fucking movies that I watch?
I'm just saying you're gonna watch those next.
I might. I don't know.
I watched Pain Hustlers.
I've never heard of it.
Emily Blunt, Chris Evans. Pretty sure I
Enough
told
said.
you about it.
That's all
No,
I
it's
need
on
to hear.
Tyler. It's on Tyler about it. Yeah. That's pretty much what caught my eye. Chris Evans and
Yeah,
Emily
yeah,
Blunt.
yeah.
Also watched The Adjustment Bureau. Emily
Haven't seen
Blunt,
it.
Matt Damon.
Big
That
Emily
one's good.
Blunt fan, are you, Dave?
Well, it so happened that Will told me about this one. And then I was on TikTok, like, I don't know, sometime after I watched The Adjustment Bureau and was like, oh, Pain Hustlers.
Yeah.
Chris Evans, Emily Blunt. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 great actors, so you're not going to not watch it.
I seem to get on a kick. And I also want to watch that Disney Cruise movie with Dwayne Johnson and
Where'd you
Emily
get
Blunt.
Jack from?
I have no idea.
Disney? You mean The Jungle Cruise?
Yeah, but it's a Disney movie.
Disney Cruise movie. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Jungle Cruise.
You haven't seen The Jungle Cruise?
No.
It's very good.
Gotta watch that.
Yeah. So I did something this past week that you'll probably roast me for, but I had a lot of fun doing it. I played D&D for the first time.
D&D.
D&D, yeah, Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, fucking nerd.
Yeah. So I played it with Riley and a bunch of people from work. We all got together at our friend Ben's house, and he like put together a campaign for us. And
Is
so
this
I
like a in-person thing?
so I like made a character. I'm a wood elf.
This game sounds so stupid.
It does sound stupid, but like when you actually start doing it,
I
It's
cannot
like a-
play those games.
you could probably do it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I
I
guess you couldn't because there's like it's not like you play like shooter games.
I need
Games
to
you can
play
go in
a
and kill people.
fast-paced shooter and just get pissed off every second of
Yeah,
every.
this is like a story game. Like you're telling a story, you're playing a game, and then when you get into a fight, then it's like turn-based, right? Like each person, you go around and you take turns doing something. If
I
you
should have
get into a
asked
battle.
when I said in person. Can you fix your shoulders again, dude?
It's because I got it bunched up.
When I said in person,
The
I
fuck's
meant,
wrong with my
like-
hood?
I meant, is it a board game type thing, or is it in person? You guys are doing something on like a computer, or it's like a
No,
video.
so there's no like there's like a board in front of us, but you don't really use it for like you're not like characters on a board.
Okay.
We used it to like just we use like little fucking things
Right.
to just like so we could visualize where everybody was in the battle that we were in or the fight that we were in. It's not a battle, it was a fight. Because it was important to figure out like, okay, well, how far away is this person that we're fighting from me? Like, can I use my ability that reaches 90 feet or 60 feet or whatever it is? Can I use my ability based on how far away he is? Yes, I could. He was only 25 feet away from me. Fucking
Gotcha.
fucked his ass up. But anyways, so that's the only like board aspect of it. And even that like isn't always a thing when people play in person. But yes, we are sitting together in a room, and the only thing that we really have on us is either our laptop or our phone to just have our like character sheet in front of us. So I can see like what are my character's abilities, how much health do I have, what did I just roll? So like shit like that. It's like a D&D app.
Oh, okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say, how do you see? Okay.
Yeah. So like here, I'll quickly I'll just pull it up. It's called D&D Beyond. And so
But the
like
phone isn't like, or like the app isn't
it's not
interactive.
connected. No, it does like you're not connected to your team in any way. I'm sure there are apps where you can do that. But the way we're using this right now is we're not doing that. So like I've got like here's like my character sheet. So like it shows me like, that's my guy. Like all these like all his shit. And I can like swipe through and like read all this information about him that I created. But like there are like I just chose things, and each of those things already had like descriptions and plus this minus this. So like if I roll something, so like my guy's really good with a bow because he's a wood elf. He's good with a
Right.
bow and arrow. So like if I roll something that is an attack with my bow and arrow, I get an additional 8 points on that roll because of his character, because of his ability. So like if I roll a fucking 2, it's actually a 10.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How
So that's
do you
pretty
win?
cool. Huh?
How do you win?
You get to the end of the campaign, I guess. So like we won, like you break up the campaign. These things can last for fucking months, for all I know. Ours I don't think is that long, but we did one night of it so far, and we got into our first fight, and we all came out alive. I came out severely injured. I think I'm down currently to like 2 health, so I'm like
So
real
confused.
What?
Like, who are you fighting? Each
Well,
other?
No. Like we're a team. There's like 6 or 7 of us, and we like are together doing a mission that was given to us, a quest, if you will call it. And upon said quest, we encountered a person, a man, a being who was fucking evil, and so he decided to try and kill us. So we had to kill him first, and so we all fucking battled him and his evil wolves, and we killed the wolves and we killed him.
Like, so I'm still confused.
Okay.
Um, how'd you battle him? Did you just like read a card and say
No,
this guy's
so
here?
there are no cards. There are no. So our friend Ben created the campaign. Somebody who's the dungeon master or
But
the
what's this
DM.
campaign? How do you see who get damaged? Like, how do you?
He tells us.
Who?
The DM, the dungeon master, Ben.
Okay.
He tells us what's happening, and then based on our roles,
Is he part of your team?
no, he's just like the narrator of the story. And so based on our roles, like of the dice, he tells us what happens. So like I, for example, to make it like funny and interesting, right? Because I didn't want to just be fucking like, we're doing this, now we're doing this. So we like went into this like castle to meet the woman who was giving us a quest. And then we walk in, I go, okay, my character is a basically like a retired spy / criminal. Like he used to be a spy, but he was also a criminal. So I was like, there's probably a lot of stuff of value in this castle. I'm going to try and steal something. So Ben said, okay, roll this die for this ability. Like it basically like a stealth ability. And it's based on my roll. He then tells me what happened. So I rolled very high, rolled like a 17. She was like,
Okay.
cool, you stole this item. Nobody fucking even noticed you move. And then a little bit later, as we're leaving, I tried to pickpocket this other guy named Phoenix, who was just being read as the dungeon, like Ben was just reading his voice. And I tried to pickpocket him, and I rolled like a fucking 2. And so before I even came close to pickpocketing, he like tackled me to the floor and basically threatened to kill me.
And this is what the GM, or sorry, the DM,
Yeah.
read to you.
He read it to but he's
Since
also
you rolled a 2, it was like, hey, you couldn't even come close. This guy noticed you were coming.
that's not something that was written down. It's he in his like on the spot based on what we want to do and based on what we're rolling is also coming up with more of the story. So like he's got like a basis, right? Like he's got like story points. And he goes, here you are in this bar, and you all walk in. And then he goes, how do you want to do it? So then we create a story there. And then he goes, okay, next part of that he's written down, you do this. Now it's you guys. What do you want to do next?
Okay.
And so like me doing that part of like pickpocketing, that was just my idea. I rolled poorly, so it means I did not succeed. And so then he creates something as a response. He just comes up with it on the spot. And then the same thing with the fight. So, right. So like we lead into this and we have no choice essentially, but to battle this guy. And based on our roles, he determines how well we do.
Right. Okay. Now
And
I
sometimes
completely understand.
Yeah. And so like sometimes he also has to roll, but like, so like he was playing the part of the guy that we were fighting just because there isn't somebody there that's evil. We're all on a campaign to complete a quest. And so he's just every other character that we aren't, he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And so like certain times it's his turn, the DM's turn, or the guys that were the person we're fighting, it's their turn. So he has to roll for them. And so like if I roll a 2 and that guy rolls a 7, or if I roll a 7, he rolls a 10, then clearly he beat me. And so something could happen. I could die. I could get knocked out. I could get a fucking arrow to my side. I don't fucking know. Anything could happen. It's all imagination.
So once he tells you what happened, then you go on your app and you're like, this happened to me. So you can see your health.
If I lose health, yeah, I have to go in and like delete. So I have like 18 hit points. And if I drop down to 0, then I'm knocked unconscious. If I'm knocked down to -18, then I'm killed. And if I die, I'm out.
You just don't show up to the house anymore.
I guess I would still probably show up because it could very easily be written in that like they go see a fucking witch who can resurrect my ass. And like, you know, if it's like if I want to stay in, I can stay in.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's just role play. That's all it is.
Yeah. I would,
which I'm sure you dabble in every now and again.
Yeah. As one 24-year-old does every now and again.
Every now and again with a lady, you know.
Right. Yeah. I don't think I would ever play that game.
I think you would if everybody else was doing it. I don't necessarily think you would enjoy it.
I would be forced to play that game. If someone said, hey, we're playing
right, like
Dungeons
if we were all hanging
Dragons,
out at Katie and Tyler's and they were like, hey, we're gonna try this, we're just gonna fucking do it,
I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I would say no.
But
and they'd be like, why? You're being a bitch.
You would do it,
and I'd
though,
be like, yeah, no. Because it's stupid. I just wouldn't enjoy it.
Yes.
It may not be stupid, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Don't want to offend you D&D's players out there.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It can be a little weird at times, but
yeah, no kidding. I mean, listen. When you think about Dungeons and Dragons, okay, you immediately picture these 40-year-old weirdos in their mom's basement that meet every Thursday night.
Yeah.
And are eating popcorn, chips, and drinking beer.
Yeah, because they're living their best life in a game, not in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's not how I picture it. Like for me, it's like this is just like a fun little game that I get to play on the side.
Well, yeah, of course, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's not my life. I don't think that my character is like the.
Oh. But anytime you saw Dungeons and Dragons referenced in a movie or TV show. It's like, you know,
It's nerds.
the
yeah.
weirdo kids with the braces and the headgear, and,
Yeah.
or the 40-year-old, dweebs in their parents'
Yeah.
basement.
It's definitely become more popular since Stranger Things came out.
Go figure.
Yeah. But
That's a stupid show too.
it's that's not true. But it is cool.
I watched like 10 minutes of that,
Damn, dude, that show's
and
so
that's
fucking good.
and that's all I gave it. I would give it 10 minutes, and I call it stupid.
It's a good show. But yes, that's what I did last week, and it was
Solid.
pretty cool.
It was a Friday night on and popping.
It was a weekend. I don't remember what day of the week it was.
Cool.
Yep. I knew you'd make fun of me for it, but I was
Yeah,
like, I'm going to talk about this
100%.
on the podcast because I'm into it now. I'm a big D&D. I'm not a big D&D guy. I'm a D&D guy though.
Okay. We had Tyler and Katie's Halloween party.
How'd that go?
It's good.
Yeah.
Just like have you been to one? I don't think so,
No.
right? I was gonna say, just like every year, show up. Everyone's got their costumes. Obviously, they got snacks and everything. They usually get pizza and wings. Good time. He had like the scary music in the background, just like going through a playlist of whatever.
Yeah.
And then who won best costume?
You guys do a contest for best costume?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think it was one. I think it might have been like the Wonder Pets.
That was a pretty good costume.
No. It was shit. I think Bridget and Deanna got something because Deanna was Lorax, and Bridget was the tree thing. I've only watched that movie once. I don't know the storyline.
Tree thing.
She's got like pink hair, it's striped and everything.
Oh, she was just a tree.
Yeah, she was a tree, but it's like the tree thing that the Lorax is protecting or whatever.
Well, it's not a tree thing, it's just a tree.
Okay, but a tree doesn't have pink hair and whatever.
Yeah,
but
speaks. in Dr. Seuss world, it does.
Yeah. Does it speak? No, it doesn't
No.
speak.
The
Bridget
Lorax speaks for the trees. That's kind of the whole
Yeah.
fucking point.
That's what it is. Yeah. So I think they might have maybe they won. I just did cowboy. I was like,
Classic, easy, simple.
Yeah.
Never a bad choice.
Um,
as I told you, went as corn, and Riley went
Okay.
as Asante Sana seasoning, which is the seasoning they put on the corn at work. We went to the Halloween party on Halloween at work. It was a good time, a lot of fun. People really enjoyed the costume. Really quick question for you: Do I look like a guy who would own metallic silver pants?
I don't know how to answer that question. No.
Okay. Apparently, to everybody at fucking work, I do. I am somebody who would just own silver pants.
Do you have silver pants?
I bought them for the costume.
Oh,
And everybody was
everyone-
asking me, they go, did you already have those pants? They're like, where did you find? Nobody gave a fuck. I found a shirt that had corn printed on it. Like a polo shirt that had corn.
Right.
And I'm just gonna send you the picture of the costume. instead of trying to
why
show it on
silver
screen.
pants?
What?
Why silver pants?
So I bought silver pants because sorry, hold on. Because the corn at work is grilled, and so they wrap it in foil, like the end of it in foil when they hand it to you. So it's like I was like the corn at work. I was corn wrapped in foil. So I had like my shirt tucked into silver pants. And I found like the most metallic silver pants I could find on Amazon. Everybody asked, they go, where did you find the pants? Not where did you find the shirt too? Because hey, it's a fucking corn shirt. But where did you find the pants? They go, I bought.
Kind of thinking about it, you would have metallic pants.
Fuck you. So look at the picture I just sent. And so I just untied my fucking thing. Oh well. So I told everybody, I was like, I bought the whole outfit on Amazon. Like I found the shirt, the pants, everything. I found it on Amazon. And they were like, oh, like they go, you didn't have the pants like already? And I was like, no. Like, why would I have these pants already? Like, what purpose would I have for these shiny silver pants? And so they're like, oh, okay, just wondering. And so then I got asked again and again and again and again. I got asked 5 times, where did you find the pants? And did you didn't already have the pants or something along those lines? And then finally I was like, do I look like a guy who would just own the pants in the picture that I just sent you?
I mean, I think so.
But for what reason? Why? Like, I understand that I wear. I wouldn't even say I wear a lot of unusual clothes. I just wear
Yeah, but it would make
clothes.
sense that you would buy pants like this for something else, and then you already had them.
I guess. Well, that's what people started saying. They're like, well, based on your 4th of July outfit, I would have assumed.
Yeah, see, something like that.
And I was like, okay, that I guess makes more sense. If it was something that I had purchased these pants prior
That
and
brown
owned them
belt
that way.
looks weird.
What?
That brown belt looks weird.
Well, it was my work belt, and I wore it because one, I needed a belt. Two, I was like, where do you get the corn? At work. So brown belt. But yeah, I was like, I don't think I would previously own these pants, but apparently to everybody else, I would.
Yeah, you can see it.
Well, thanks, Dave. I really appreciate that.
Well, like I said, you know,
The 4th of July, yeah.
4th of July, the Christmas suit. You
That's
know, it's like
true. It's fair.
it's
All
like
right.
you would buy this. You would have had this suit because you would have had a jacket just like it and pants that match for New Year's Eve.
No, New Year's Eve, I like dress up like nice. I wouldn't wear silver on New Year's Eve, though.
But
That's
it
not a
could
bad
be
idea
seen.
now.
It could be seen that you just wear like a disco ball or a
Yeah,
ball
I
that's
guess.
dropping.
If I ever go to a disco, though, I now have pants for the disco.
Exactly. So,
But anyways, so at the party, they were supposed to have a costume contest.
Hmm.
And they didn't say what the prize was. I'm guessing it would just be like something simple, like maybe movie tickets or something. But supposed to have a costume contest. Well, the fucking night came and went. No costume contest. There was no way to vote for anybody else's costume. And I'm not saying that we would have won, but we definitely had one of like the top 3 costumes there.
Are you sure?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, everybody was like taking pictures of us. Everybody was like super, like, not obsessed, but like they were like, oh, that's such a cool costume. It's so unique. It's so funny, so clever. Can't take credit. Riley came up with the idea. But everybody loved it. So like I think we had a pretty decent shot of, again, at least top 3.
Nice.
But they never did anything. I was
So
disappointed.
they didn't want anyone to feel bad.
I guess not. But I was like excited. That's why I spent the money on this fucking costume. I was
That's
gonna
why I
buy just like
spent.
a whole corn outfit, just like a
I
corn
thought that you
costume.
were
That was my plan.
gonna wear.
And then I was like, well, actually, I can, because I was like, Riley's gonna look like not weird, right? Like she's wearing like a long sleeve shirt, shorts with the seasoning label printed on it. I was like, that's just
Normal
simple.
clothes.
What?
Normal clothes, pretty
Yeah,
much.
normal clothes, pretty much. And so I was like, if I show up in a fucking giant cob of corn, I'm gonna get some weird fucking looks. And so I was like, so I'm not doing that. So I put together a more work related corn costume. And now everybody says so like we have corn day, which I think I've told you about at work, where
Yeah.
they just give us free corn. Everybody said that on corn day, I have to wear this outfit every single time. And I was like, okay, fine, deal.
Twist my arm, Joe says.
Yeah. Fucking, I got to get the use out of it. I spent double the amount of money on this than I would have on just a corn costume. So,
Yeah. Things you spend your money on.
I know. Well, it'll pay for itself eventually.
On actual Halloween on Tuesday,
Yeah.
I went to Tyler's house
To give out candy.
to give out candy. Well, to watch him give out candy pretty much because I don't want to. But like he was saying that because I went over last year.
Right. I remember you wearing in the Michael Myers thing.
Yeah. Oh, look what I did. Do you see that white thing in the car.
Oh yeah.
I put the mask, just it's got an elastic string. So I
Yeah.
put on the headrest of my passenger seat to just kind of freak people out.
Oh nice.
I know it worked with one person. Um, and then it worked on me, honestly,
You scared
because
yourself?
I didn't scare myself. I did a double take because I put it in my car on like Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I went back inside to grab something. And then when I came back out, I was walking to the driver's side, and out of the corner of my eye, I could see this white. It was more that I just saw like white, but also, I mean, I guess I caught the glimpse of the facial features.
Yeah.
And I was just like, did a big double take. And I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus Christ, I'm getting myself over here. And then it got somebody at the party. They were like, who put the mask in their car? And I was like, yeah, that was me. She's like, yeah, fuck you. Like, well, it worked.
It worked.
But either way, so yeah, went to Tyler's house because he was saying that he might like set the fire up and
yeah,
kind of just sit in the driveway. And I was like, ah, cool, I'll come over. And went over and got a sub from Wegs, and we're sitting there. And we are handing out candy. People are coming up. Pretty sure there was like a 30-year-old that came up, or just a really big young kid with a beard. Yeah.
Ugh.
So, but he came up with like a group of other kids, and they like all knew him. You know, they're like, his name was Dave. They're like, oh, Big Dave. I think they said Big Dave. I don't know.
That's only a little weird.
Yeah. But the Tyler, he was like, dude, this is like, it was packed. There were a lot of kids or whatever. And he was like, the first year we did this, we ran out of candy. We had to go to the store like 4 times. Last year when they did it, he was fine. So he wasn't sure what was happening this year.
Right.
He said, I think I might run out of candy again. He was like, so he had a bunch of Starbursts that he put in the bucket, single ones. And he was like, okay, this should last. And he said, he was like, I got some like ho-hos and whatever.
Give out ho-hos?
Yeah, so what? I think I've gotten a ho-ho before. Because like, if I need it.
If I was gonna hide a razor blade in anywhere, it'd be a fucking ho-ho.
But yeah, but you'd have to take it out of the wrapper first.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, not necessarily. You just cut open the slit, shove it in there.
There you
But
go.
either way, if any parent is, you know, checking out their candy,
Check your ho-hos.
They would just take the ho-ho out of the bucket. But he was talking about, or I think he mentioned it. I don't know if he mentioned it or I mentioned it, but he was like, oh, what if I just like sleight of hand don't put the candy in their bucket?
That's clever.
And he only did it. We didn't do it to the people who were like, you know, actually trick-or-treating. Anybody that came up that was like annoying, you know, that was just like this two dudes came up, not like dudes, but like guys, whatever, wearing legit just like a hoodie and pants. I think like had like,
if you're going trick-or-treating, you got to wear something.
Yeah. So it's like to those type of people, you know, we would do it. To the 30-year-old or whoever he was, he didn't get one. And then, and that group of like 6 other people, the first 2 got him. But then after that, it was like, no, sleight of hand. There was one kid that Tyler did it, and a few kids before, where you couldn't hear anything drop in the back. And me, I was getting like, I was like, I was like, don't notice. Please don't notice. Like, I didn't want him to be like, you didn't get any candy. So the one kid, Tyler did it, and he like looked and like hesitated for a second, and I thought I was like, oh, I dropped it. And I was like, bro, it was still in your hand, and you said you dropped it. So I was like, okay, whatever. And I said, what you got to do is you got to put 1 piece of candy in, take 2 out.
That would be good.
Or take 1, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But it would only work with buckets, really.
Yeah, something where the candy's like easily accessible.
Yeah. Pillowcases, you're not going fucking shoulder deep.
No,
to get
that's pretty obvious.
Yeah. And then So he never did that. No buckets came really. A lot of people just had bags.
Yeah.
Um, there was this other kid who he got a Starburst, and he does this. He like gets it. Tyler drops it in there, and he like eyes the bucket, and is like turns around like he just has the biggest sigh. Like, wow, a Starburst. That's what his sigh was. And then this two girls came up. The first girl, she got a Starburst, and she goes, a Starburst. And then she stepped aside, and the other girl, she probably got like a Twix or something like that. But Tyler was like, "The fuck is she? You're on my porch." It's like,
Yeah,
what?
like fuck you.
But she literally out loud was just like, a Starburst.
You're getting free candy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be pissed too if I only got one Starburst.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got to give at least 2 Starbursts.
I'd be like, ugh, like what the
Tyler's
hell?
a stingy motherfucker.
It was funny.
That is hilarious.
And then then we went inside and watched the first Scream. Nick had come over,
Yeah.
and we watched the first Scream, and I thought I'd seen part of that one.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Tyler was like, who do you guys think who it is? Who Scream is? And I was like, oh, I know who it is. And then it gets to the end of the movie, and I was like, oh, I only saw one scene of this movie, I guess. I didn't know who Scream was. So it was another one that I seen because I was all ready to be like, oh, it's Dewey. So I don't know which one that is.
I think you're thinking of Scary Movie.
No.
Yeah, I think.
No, Dewey is in the movie. He's not in Scoop. You're telling me he's in Scary Movie and Scream?
That character is in one of the Scary Movies because
I know
one of the
that
Scary Movies
because he's like, what that? Right?
Yeah,
he's in
and
that.
I'm pretty sure it is him in the Scary Movie, but in the Scream movies, it is not him.
No, it definitely is.
Okay.
It definitely is. It definitely is in one of them because the Scream movies are all like, the Scary Movie movies are all very, like, they're funny.
Yeah.
They're just funny, straight funny movies. Now, Scream was a funny movie because
it's not scary, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really maybe a couple jump scares.
Yeah, it's a very gory movie, but it's not scary.
Yeah. But the one that I remember that Dewey was in, he was an officer.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be him. So it was not a scary movie that he was in. I don't think David Arquette is in scary movies.
Oh, but it was the same actor you're saying too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was in the first one.
Okay.
And so that's why I thought it was him, because I was like, oh, I recognize this movie. Yeah. But I gotta watch the Halloween Town movies. Once again, past October flew by.
It flies by every year, dude.
It gets to like it got to like the 29th. And I was like, dude, I still gotta I want to watch Halloween Town or like Twitches, man. Throw it back.
Yeah, I didn't
to
watch
like those movies.
I watched like nothing. I watched Five Nights at Freddy's on Halloween. No, that's a lie. I watched Five Nights at Freddy's like the day before Halloween, the new movie that's on Peacock, with Josh Hutcherson, and
with the bears and stuff.
Yeah,
with the things.
Yeah, based off the video game.
Didn't know it was a video game.
Yeah. So I watched that, and I watched the first 2 Scream movies early in the Halloween season. And that was pretty much it. I didn't watch a lot, and I'm a little disappointed because this year I was like definitely planning on it, but
yeah, dude, I forgot again.
Yeah, it happens.
And we were gonna watch well, not that we were gonna watch it was mentioned at Tyler's house for the Halloween party.
Yeah.
To watch, but then we were like, oh, let's watch Hush.
That's the one
where she's deaf.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that it's not on wherever it was anymore. So we couldn't watch it. So then we just ended up watching Identity Theft or Identity Thief. Then we watched a scary movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep. Have you listened to Christmas music yet?
Never.
Okay. Just wondering.
Stupid.
Um, I will admit,
Yeah, of course you did.
only because it popped up on my Apple. So you have Apple Music, right?
Uh-huh.
So you know how like it'll recommend songs that like new releases up at the top of like your home screen in Apple Music.
I'm never on my home screen.
Oh,
So
okay. Well, if you're ever on your home screen in Apple Music, it'll if there's like new songs that I think you might like, it'll like put them up at the top, or like put a new album or a new single or something up at the top of your screen if it's new.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, look at
and
this. Merry Christmas and John Party.
that's the album I listened to because I was like, so I saw it on there like 2 days before Halloween, or it was either on Halloween or the day before Halloween, and I was like, oh shit, like John Party came out with a Christmas album. That's awesome. And I usually just leave something there. Like if I want to listen to it, I'll just leave it up at the top until I eventually want to listen to it. But I was like, I'm not going to listen to like any Christmas music until probably like Thanksgiving. Um, but I was like, I'm not going to leave this sitting on my fucking thing for a month. And it may not even stay there a month. I don't know how long it stays up there. And I didn't want to risk forgetting what it was. So I clicked on the album. I listened to it on my drive to work yesterday. And it was actually a really good album. And I was like, this will be my exception to Christmas music too early in the holiday season. So I did listen to the entire album, and there's a couple songs that I really liked. I downloaded the whole thing so I can listen to it all later. But I do recommend listening to the album. Not now, but for the holiday season, definitely listen to the album because it is very good. But that is the only time I've listened to the Christmas music a little early. It was on November 1st. I'm not proud of myself, but I had to listen to the album so I knew if John Party made a good album. And it is very good.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely listen to it because I mean, obviously I listen like I'm gonna need some new Christmas music.
Of course. Yeah, you can't listen to the same fucking Mariah Carey bullshit every year.
Well, I never listened to that one. So
yeah, I listen to that when I'm out, but it's not part of my playlist.
No, it really doesn't. Like I really get hyped up for like the Candy Cane Lane.
Give me some Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
fucking great song, dude.
yeah. Yeah, I actually listened to like last year. I listened to a lot of. It was just like I don't think I listened to like any new stuff. I really wasn't searching for it, but I pretty much had listened to.
My head itched.
Pretty much had listened to anything that was like already that I listened to the year prior that was new, and I was like,
so
like
you've got a whole year's worth of new music.
I guess I probably listened to some, but it didn't stick with me because I listened to Christmas music for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then I'm kind of done. But when I listened to like there was I think what Candy Cane Lane and some other ones, I was like, you know what? I think I might be listening to this too much because I think I'm getting sick of it.
Yeah.
So
luckily they do come out with as in like the artist come out with several new Christmas songs every year now, which is getting better because like you do find new things to listen to. Even if it's a cover of an old song, I'm happy to listen to it by a new artist.
Yeah.
Because it's just something different. So like John Party does a cover of All I Want for Christmas Is You, but it was really good because it's John Party. So
I will always listen to Pentatonix, whatever that song's called. Hallelujah.
And Carrie Underwood and John Legend's Hallelujah.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Fire,
dude, that one slaps. I could listen to that one right now. I swear to God.
I could, yeah. I think I listened to it probably like 3 months ago. It just like came up on a car ride and I was like, oh, absolutely, we're listening to this.
Yeah, that one.
Because it's not really a Christmas song.
Yeah, but it is.
It is, but that's because we just associate church music with fucking Christmas.
Yeah. So yeah, that one. And then what else? The one that Home Free sang in the church. Let me think of it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's like it might be Hallelujah too, honestly.
Probably.
He's like, they're like, you didn't see that video? It's like obviously the video, like it's a video of them, all 5 of them in church, in like a church, and they're singing, obviously, and then like I don't know, towards the only way I can explain is like towards the end he gets this like really really high note.
I think I know what you're talking about. I couldn't tell you the song.
Yeah, no. Oh come on, no, that's not it. Uh, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, dude, I forgot about the John Legend Carrie Underwood song.
That's a good one.
That one's fucking good.
Fucking fire.
I should really just make a. Well, no, I can't. I guess I could make a Christmas list, or not list, playlist.
Yeah.
But I'd have to find a lot to make sure. I mean, it's gonna get repeated anyways, so
Yeah, because it's a 2-month long playlist you're talking about.
yeah. And sometimes I'll just like, even if I go through everything, or if I like, what I'll do is I'll just hit shuffle my car, but then, so while I'm listening to it, and let's say I am in the car, and then I just kind of, I never close out of the Apple Music app. I just kind of keep it open, and then
You keep the app open all the time?
usually, because well, the only reason I don't, I probably won't anymore because I think I realized that it doesn't stop, like, you know, if you closed it, it would like,
it'll stop the music.
well, yeah, but not
You're
while I'm
saying
listening to music. I'm talking about like when you pause it and you close it, then it kind of like wipes completely what you were listening to, and
Yeah,
you don't
it
know
doesn't
where
do
you're
that
at now.
anymore.
Yeah, so I have started closing it,
Yeah.
and I'm not just completely closing it out yet though. So either way, if I listen to it in the car, and then let's just say the next morning I go in the shower and I listen to it, I'm gonna just hit shuffle again. You know,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna keep,
you're not gonna start where you left off.
right. I'm just gonna keep hitting shuffle, keep hitting shuffle. So I'm probably gonna hear the same song,
Yeah.
but I gotta get a lot in there.
Yeah, definitely. So you got some pretty, I mean, the world, but you specifically because your obsession with it, you got some pretty tough news this week,
Oh my god,
dude.
dude! Like what?
Devastating. So for those of you who don't know, if you've been living under a rock for the past few days,
Yeah.
the news we're talking about is Matthew Perry's very untimely, very unfortunate passing. Obviously we keep things light and funny here on the podcast, but we're going to talk about it briefly because I don't know how, we don't know much still. But passed away on October 28th. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, October 28th, which was Saturday. I was in the bathroom and Riley goes, "Oh my God, Joe." And I was like, not expecting those words to follow after "Oh my God, Joe." She said Matthew Perry passed away, and I was like, what the fuck? No fucking way. 54 years old, chilling in his hot tub, supposed cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Caused or led to drown. I don't know if it was the cardiac arrest that killed him or the drowning that killed him.
I heard, I didn't know either, but then I think I did just hear that there was no like water in his lungs. So
okay, so cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was told at the party.
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, that just killed my mood.
100%.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But I moved on, finished watching Friends again.
Yeah.
Because I was on like season 9 prior to the end of season 9, prior to hearing about the news.
Right.
Oh, so then I finished watching it probably Sunday, Monday, whatever. I finished, and I was like, man, bro,
it's tough.
But then you just see so much, like I see like on TikTok,
dude, my TikTok,
whatever.
My Instagram, full of people posting about it. About him.
I'm like, stop it.
It hurts.
Like, because it's like it, and the ones they always show, what the 2 clips I've always seen is when Joey is sitting on the recliner and then he looks over and then he looks at the phone like he's gonna call Chandler, and I'm just like, no, dude, stop. Okay.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
And then the one where he comes up behind him and hugs him.
Oh, it hurts.
I'm like, what are you doing? And it like goes gray. I'm like, you're really just like,
yeah, like you want me to kill myself? Because I fucking will.
For real, dude. Like you could have just left it. I like the tributes, obviously. You know, sometimes they're good, whatever. But like, I heard the news. I was upset. I've watched this show many times, obviously.
Yeah.
But then seeing these, I'm just like, man, dude, you're really just like beating it into me, aren't you?
Yeah, they want you to feel something for as long as you possibly could feel something.
Yeah. Charlie
So,
Puth did a thing. He played like the Friends song at his concert or something like that.
oh my God.
I think what's her name? Late no, not Lady Gaga. Who's the girl that sings I Set Fire?
Adele?
Yeah, Adele. Um she said something.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what she was.
It's a tough, it's a tough loss. Everybody, almost everybody I've ever met likes Friends. Those that don't, go fuck yourself. You don't know good television.
For real.
But yeah, that's a hard one. I mean, and if any of them had passed away, it would be very upsetting. But Matthew Perry, that's a tough one. That's tough.
Yeah. Bummer.
Yeah,
It's a real big bummer, dude.
it really is a big
like,
bummer.
God damn it.
It
Like,
fucking
dude, what the hell?
sucks. Yeah, only 54 too. I think that's what makes it worse. Like if he was like old, it would be like, okay, well, they all had to go eventually, right?
Yeah, like no offense, but like if it were like Robert De Niro, who's
Yeah.
like 80 something, it would make more sense.
Yeah, it's odd that you chose Robert De Niro, but yeah,
Al Pacino, fine. He's like 89.
okay.
I don't know how old he is. He's in his 80s, I think. But yeah, it'd make more sense for them. But like 54.
Yeah, if you were like, okay, well, old guy, lived a good long life. Matthew Perry, he did. 54 years, that's a long time. Not long enough.
Yeah.
Crazy. Sad
Oh, well.
times, especially for Dave, who's a big fan of Friends.
Not, I didn't cry about it.
Neither did I. Because I
Just
didn't
saying.
know him personally. I got
Yeah, right.
upset, don't get me wrong. And like I see the tributes things and it makes me want to cry, but like I don't cry.
Yeah. I'm sure there are people who
Oh yeah.
are 100% crying.
Sobbing.
It's
Like when we lost the fucking queen. And they were like, did you know her?
Yeah.
Were you on her
No.
mail list? Did you send her flower? Like what? It sucks. It's upsetting. Get on with your life.
Yeah,
you got shit. You got a job. You got shit to do. You can't call out of work because the queen died.
Yeah, dude. I should just take a personal day.
You should take a personal day. This is Matthew Perry we're talking about.
Yeah. Sky has made me laugh from 2000. I don't know when I started watching it.
I mean,
2004.
it was probably on since the moment you were born. I mean, I know it was on, but like,
yeah. I mean, I think I know for a fact the first time I saw it, it was on at grandma's house.
yeah, that's where I was like backtracking to.
So it's like it's very possible that I watched. I would say 2004 because that's when I can only remember things.
Yeah,
from
you can only
back,
remember as far back as 2004.
2004. I don't remember back then, but I'm sure I saw it on at her house when I was that young.
Yeah.
So we'll just say when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
So 20 years of watching Friends.
It's crazy. I'm sure you can, if you think about it, you could remember back to 2004.
No, I couldn't.
I'm sure you could.
I couldn't even begin to think about what I wanted to think about in 2004.
No, you could think back. If I gave you a place, you could I'm sure you could pluck a memory out of your head.
2004, I was in pre-K.
Okay.
I think.
So surely you remember something about pre-K, which would make you remember something from 2004.
I do not.
Do you remember your first day of school?
No.
I remember mine.
I'd say 2005 when I was in kindergarten. Am I doing this math correctly? 2004, I would have been
4 going on 5.
4 going into pre-K. No, I would have been 5 going in. No. Let's see. 2003, I turned 4.
Very good. So that means in September of 2004, you would have started school in pre-K.
No, no, no,
At
no.
good old
I
Saint
just told you.
Bernard's.
I just told you 2003. I turned 4. So that means September of 03.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. So
You started
03,
school in 2003?
I had to. I think so. Right? Oh, it was 03, 04, 05, 0.
Did you?
I can't even do math.
When did you graduate the 8th grade?
2013. 2020.
Yeah, 2013, 3 years after me.
Right.
So
Yeah, 2013. Because in 2013, 2014 was my freshman year.
yeah, we got that part. So then, yeah, backtrack.
2012, 2011, 10, 9, 8. Third grade. 7, 6, 5. So second, first, kindergarten, 4. It was 04. Why was I 5
No,
years
you can't
old?
do it that way because technically your 8th grade year started in 2012.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So you have
that's
to
why I
work
s-
backwards from
yeah, I
there.
have to- yeah.
So
So
2003 is when you started school
yes.
at St. Bernard's Parish.
So 2003, 2004 pre-K. Yeah, no, I don't remember pre-K at all. I remember one time in kindergarten.
You remember Miss Debbie?
I woke up. Yeah,
I remember one time in kindergarten you woke up. What?
I woke up because we were doing our nap time. You know, they don't do like nap times in school anymore.
No.
Dude, they're strictly like learn.
What?
You know, because Katie was
You
saying,
can't. Who? Katie? Like Katie?
yeah, she's kindergarten. She teaches kindergarten,
And they don't. She doesn't let
And
her kids nap.
and it's like all they're learning like words, bro.
What do you? What are they? What words are they learning?
Because I forgot what I said, but I was like, you guys don't like do like nap time or something anymore? They're like, no, that doesn't happen anymore.
Why?
Because they got to
These
start
kids
learning.
don't have the attention span to make it through a whole school day without a nap.
Well, they do.
That's ridiculous. What time does school
They-
start?
I don't know.
That's
Started pretty
crazy,
early.
dude.
For us.
Well, I think school got earlier and earlier as the years went on.
Yeah.
Like when we were in elementary school, school started at probably like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., probably 8.
Yeah.
And then by the time we were in high school started at fucking 6:54 in the morning.
That's nuts.
Yeah. You
I
can't
think by the
expect me.
time
Go ahead.
I was in I think it started the latest it got to was like 7:30.
7:26 is ringing a bell in my mind for some reason. but-
6:54 definitely rings a bell, but they didn't start the school day at 6:54. Because I know they ended it weird. Like 1:37 was the ending time my freshman year. I remember that.
Yeah.
But
well,
then
then
it-
do 8 hours earlier than that.
School's not 8 hours.
Then do 6 hours earlier than that. School wasn't 8 hours long.
No. So
okay.
1:37, 6 hours would be 7:37.
That seems kind of early. That seems kind of late.
But you do 30-minute add a 30-minute lunch, so it's 6.5 hours. So 7:00, 7:07. But they're gonna just say 7:00.
No,
And
the
then there's,
bell would
like-
ring at a weird time too.
To start the school day.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure it started at a regular time, but then since there was like the 4-minute intervals, that's why it ended at a weird time.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You
maybe.
get like 4 minutes or 5 minutes to get to your next class.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
But
yeah.
it wasn't 5 minutes because then it would end it at 1:40.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So
There
by
was
the
like
time
a
I
4-minute
finished
walk
school,
time.
yeah, by the time I finished school, I'm pretty sure it was 1:42. I think they gave you an extra 5 minutes of school.
So you're talking at like 7:15. You're starting school or some shit like that.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's like why?
Yeah.
Just let
Either
me
way,
end.
it's crazy how like school just as you aged got earlier, and I think it's because like the workday starts at fucking 9 a.m. So like they want to get you into the habit of waking up early. But like,
Yeah.
dude, I fucking go to work at 10. Like,
Yeah, and then you get to college and school is just like whatever it
I
can
had
be.
6 p.m. classes. Yeah, like
Right. I never
fucking
had that,
ridiculous.
thank God.
Fucking regular school was bullshit.
Yeah, some people are like, oh yeah, but I got a class 6 to 9.
That I
like-
literally had classes that were 3 hours long, 6 to 9.
It's
I
like,
was like,
excuse me.
this is the dumbest bullshit I've ever done in my entire life.
Oh my
Now I have a
God.
normal job where I work fucking 8-hour shifts. Sometimes I start at 9 a.m. Sometimes I start at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Ugh. Yeah, I finally got a regular job. 8:30 to your classic, pretty much 9 to 5.
Classic 9 to 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually, if you work a 9 to 5, you're not working
Yeah.
enough hours to make an 8-hour pay day.
Well, you're working 8 hours. They just never got fucking lunches back then.
Oh,
That's what it was.
I think
They're
they
just like,
did.
well, then they got
But
paid for it.
if the song was 9 to 5:45, that would have been a weird, or 9 to 5:30. I get 45-minute lunches, so like I
I was
say,
gonna say, what are you talking about? 9 to 5:45.
yeah, I work an 8-hour 45-minute day because I get 45-minute lunches.
I had 30-minute lunch, so I started at 8:30. Worked till 5. Working 8:30 to 5.
Yeah, see, like it's not as good.
Working at 9 to 5. So either they just did it for the song, or they were literally working 9 to 5 and they only worked 7.5 hours, or they just didn't have a lunch.
They probably did it for the song.
Could be. But I could also believe them not having a lunch because it was back in the fucking when they didn't have rights,
And they didn't have what?
Rights.
Oh. I thought you said rice. I was like, I don't get the relation.
Maybe.
What's the correlation?
Maybe they didn't have rice during their 9 to 5
yeah. Not saying there is a correlation, not saying there ain't a correlation.
relation.
Could be species.
What's that from?
Gary Gulman.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, let's take it to trivia.
All right.
Oh, by the way, dude, I'm getting super hyped for Thanksgiving right now.
What is AI companion on my Zoom right now?
I don't know. Should I click it?
Ask admin to enable AI command or companion.
Enable. I've enabled it.
Yeah, uses
Got it.
AI technology may include
Oh,
third.
it's just
No,
a fucking
nope. Turn it off. I don't want it.
catch me up. What is that?
I think my thing's getting hacked.
How can I
Turn it
back
off.
up? I'm trying. Disable. Disable.
Okay.
What was it doing to you?
I don't know. Nothing, but
Okay.
pick a number.
Really quick, who invented the lint roller? You didn't respond when I said, fucking I'm getting hyped for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, you said something. What'd you say?
I'm getting hyped for Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
I keep
dude.
seeing turkey in the store, dude. I hate balance turkey so badly.
Yeah, I'll fuck up some mashed potatoes Thanksgiving or
Mashed
turkey.
potatoes?
Mashed potatoes, I said.
You said mashed potatoes.
Whatever, dude. Either way. Turkey, stuffing, corn,
Yeah. Oh, the corn.
rolls. Who invented the lint roller?
Yeah. Who do you think?
I don't know.
How long do you think it's been around? I'm gonna say like James Madison. No, he was a politician.
Definitely not that long. He was a president, which is also a politician. But it's like, why would you say he's a politician? Just say he's a president.
Okay, just because I mean, like, he's not a scientist, is what I mean. I don't know. I feel like it's not Ben Franklin, right? Ben Franklin invented so many things. Thomas Edison invented the light bulb, invented the lint roller. Feels like two things you'd invent side by side.
Louis Vuitton. I don't fucking know.
Dude, I hope so.
Nicholas
Nicholas McKay. What did he do? Did he design clothes?
Who? Nicholas McKay.
Yeah, look him up. I don't think there was a H in his name, but okay. Fuck, I was wrong. He died in 2014. Holy shit. Dude lived a long time.
Inventor and entrepreneur.
96 years old. Holy shit. Sorry, 95. He was almost 96. When was it invented? Can we find that out?
Why do you
I just
want
want to know how long lint roller's been around. 1956.
Oh, there you go.
Damn. So the lint roller is older than mom,
Wow.
but younger than dad.
Interesting facts you got
I
there.
wonder what the world was like pre-lint roller.
They just had to, they just had to deal with it.
They had to, they just had to work with hair on them. Are you just scrolling until you see something that we can answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. How many stars does New Zealand national flag have?
I knew you were going to click on that one. I'm locked in.
I'm gonna say 12.
I said 5.
Oh,
Oh, let's go.
what am I thinking of that there's that many? Australia?
I don't know. Look at the Australian flag.
I think they're the same. Just one's in the corner and one's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm.
I don't know. What's the one with the circle?
Do you mean the old American flag?
Oh,
With 13 stars for the original
see?
13 colonies?
I knew there was that many somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Here you go.
Cool. All right. I'm at 4. You're at 0.
Wow.
Off to a hot start.
_ David Sharkey _ is my Instagram. D Shark 101 is my Twitter. Eat of the week. We're gonna go with the pizza and wings, probably from Tyler and Katie's house. Are on the Halloween party.
From where?
Abbott Pizza, I think. Wasn't like the best pizza I ever had, but haven't had much.
Best food you had this week, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why it's not called the best food you ever had. It's called Eat of the Week.
Precise.
You can follow me on my photography Instagram, Sharky_photography. My regular Instagram, Secret Agent Sharky, and my YouTube channel, youtube.com/@JoeSharky7. My Eat of the Week is going to be. I had a lot of good food this past week. I'm gonna go with. I made a sub for lunch the other day, an Italian sub. Had ham, salami, pepperoni, lettuce, a little bit of hot pepper salad on it. And that along with the fruit salad that I also made. That was my Eat of the Week.
Fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy. Anyways, as for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSG Pod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at The Shuffle Podcast, where we post our clips from the podcast. And subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at The Shuffle Podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk at you guys next week. Getting closer to Thanksgiving. Get your stomachs ready. Get your fucking forks and spoons polished. Goodbye, everybody.